Ah, my window broke. What do I do? Well, I'm gonna show you in this video. So I got a quote for a broken window. It's actually not this one. I actually took this window and put it on this side. This was the broken window. Uh, I did that because there's a smaller gap between the air conditioner and the top window. So it just made my life easier at that particular moment. I took the broken frame, the broken glass. I took the frame of the broken glass to a glazier. The glazier was supposed to take 1 day, but he ended up taking 3 days, which is alright. It's $130 glass repair for a double pane window. This was about 30 inches. Saves you a lot of money as opposed to swapping the whole window out. You might get into some craziness there. But these are spring balances. Sometimes they get jammed up and locked. All you gotta do is turn. See that hole right there? You turn that, and that'll loosen that up. There's an ambulance, of course, 9th Ave in the city. Always a lot of action. Yeah, but those are the spring balances. Here I am trying to loosen one up because these were like really jammed up. So I'm giving it a couple of turns just to loosen it up so I can do what I gotta do. As you see right now, it's horizontal. That kind of locks it in place. When you go vertically, it loosens it up so it could go up and down. Again, this one's like really jammed up. The whole of the spring balance actually came down, but I'm just pushing it up and down and try to free it up a little bit because you can tell they get corroded after time. I don't know how long these windows have been up, but they get seized up after time. But if you push them up, push them down, 9 out of 10 times you could get that spring balance to move a little bit more seamlessly. This is the pin at the bottom of the window. So these pins insert into those holes on the spring balance, and that's what keeps the window in place at the bottom. The top has its own locking mechanism, which has like little hinges on it that you can pull back, and that allows you to drop the window towards you if you got to clean up the window, something like that. This lock here, everybody's kind of familiar with. It just locks it up to the top window. So these windows don't go straight in. It's not like you can slide a pin on the right and then go slide the pin on the left. You've got to stagger the spring balances, which is what I'm trying to do here. One spring balance would be lower than the other. In this particular case, I'm trying to make the right spring balance lower than the left spring balance. I would say they would be a foot apart in height, but each window is going to be different, so I can't really give you an actual measurement of how far off they need to be staggered. So these pins, when you're going to insert them, they go vertical. When they lay down the way I was just trying to attempt, I realized that my holes on the spring balances were actually horizontal at the time, because when you put them horizontal, the spring balances tend to lock in place where you have them, and when you put them vertical, they tend to go right up. They shoot right up. So now I'm just trying to adjust again, bring it down, keep it in place while at the same time having that hole for the pin vertical. So you kind of keep it on the little slant and it will hold in place. See here, this is the hole I'm talking about. So if I keep it like this, when I go to insert my window, it's not going to catch. I have to turn that vertical. Same thing on this side, it has to be turned vertical. So I think that's what I'm noticing at this point. I'm looking at my pin, I'm like, yeah, this might not work. So I go to insert them. Again, you see I'm going in on a slant. Right side goes first. I actually do have those, yeah, you see? I had it horizontal still, so now I gotta spin them just a little bit so my pin can go in place. Working my right side, gonna work my left, rotating it. Again, those holes have to be vertical in order for the pins at the bottom of your window to slide right in. So you're gonna see me do the right side first. I'm gonna slide that pin all the way into the hole, and then I gotta work the left pin into the left spring balance hole. Now it's gonna take a little bit of maneuvering up and down, but you'll kind of get the feel of it. So the right one is easy. The right one is just putting the pin in the hole, nice and easy. You find the hole, get it right in there, slide it in. Piece of cake. Use your head to kind of bounce the window out. Now the left one, you've either got to close the gap by raising the window, or you got to open the gap by lowering the window on the right hand side, or depending which side you're going for first. So here I'm trying to I closed the gap a little bit too much. Now I'm trying to lower it to open it up again, to give myself a little bit more clearance. I'm lowering again because I just didn't have enough space to get the pin into the hole. Again, I got to keep lowering. I'm giving myself more space on the left hand side to get that pin in there. Lowering again. Once you got that left pin inside of the left spring balance hole, double check, make sure you want to get plenty of light in there so you see what you're doing. Seems like I got it in the hole. Now you're going to raise the right side, or whatever side you put in your pin in first, to close that gap. Tighten up the window. So you go leveling it out, right? As I'm raising it, I notice that the left side of my window is making contact with the left side of the sash. So now I had to lower my right side a little bit to even it out and get the top of the window to close in seamlessly. So you see me pushing it. I'm lowering it down so I can work the top a little better. I'm banging the top two corners to make sure that those top locks go into place into the sash. And we're looking okay now. So since I had swapped the broken window with this window, which was actually good at the time, I don't have holes for my air conditioner anymore to mount the air conditioner. That's kind of what I was looking for, so I've got to make new holes. So I'm not going to put you through the process of screwing into the frame of the window for the air conditioner, but that's pretty much what I was looking for. So again, these pins here have to lock in place. If that doesn't lock in place, when somebody goes to raise the window, the top part can fold back down on them, and that would be terrible. But again, if you want to remove this window, or if you want to pull it down so you can clean the other side of it, all you got to do is pull on those two tabs and then pull the window down. See? Pull those two tabs, one on each side. You got to pull them together simultaneously, and then left and the right, pull those simultaneously, and then all you will have to do is pull the window back down towards you.